Yo, Edochie. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been on this platform, you must have come across some very funny, obscene, stupid, foolish utterances and behavior of a man who is an actor by profession, a man that had graced several television and he had done some people good. He had entertained them. All of a sudden, this man started reaping the consequences of some of his sins. Yes, we are not saints, but what is happening to you, Ledoche, at this time is something that a lot of people still cannot understand how it became this way. Judy did something that a lot of people cannot understand. I mean, who does this at the age of 40 something after you've hustled? How many of his age mate or group got what he got? This guy just decided to make his life more difficult. If he had told us that this and this is what I've been going through in my marriage, then maybe we will consider. But this guy said he wants polygamy. He came up with a lot of talk that I didn't understand. I don't know if he had made mistakes out there and he felt like, well, I've been told if I do this, do that to this other person, my life will be cut short. I don't know what covenant or whatever it is that Edochie is tied to. But that's not what we want to talk about, even though we are going to touch on it. Edochie had requested that the court do something for him. He wanted to be a participant. Let me use that word. Imagine how terrible it looks and how it sounds. It's a sorry. But before we proceed, please like and share. Please tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell if you're just coming across this platform. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say very big thank you to you. And to those that have blessed this channel by tapping on that thanks button, may God Almighty replenish your pockets. May the universe smile on you. May your pockets never run dry. I'm tempted to make a prayer, but I won't say that particular one. But as I continue in this discussion, you understand what I did not want to say. Yeah. If you also want to be a part of this blessing, you can also tap on the thanks button. So, Edochie prayed to the court that the judge, magistrate, whoever, pity him by allowing him to do something. And what is this thing that Edochie is requesting for? Now, you all know that Edochie has been living from one guest house to the other. He has not been able to have this accommodation that is worth it. This is a young man that quickly attained and achieved. It's as if he did not hustle. He did. He had been in the industry for a long time. He grew up real fast. I mean, physically, people saw him like that, but inside of his coconut head, it was so empty. Edochie did a lot. I mean, he did a lot. He did a lot, and God blessed him also with a woman who helped him. Now, marriage is not something, in fact, friendship between two people is not something that is, you will quarrel. There are times you spite each other. There are times you say hurtful words to each other. It depends on, family background and whatever, these things do. And if you've known each other for too long, what I mean is that you guys know yourself ever since you are like 18, 16, or even less than that. You become too much of a friend. Your banter, the way you speak to yourself, it could get to a point all of a sudden the man is getting some kind of a fake respect, or someone is hyping him out there, he now looks at himself like, am I really worth this more? In that case, why is this wife of mine at home not doing the same thing? Then they begin to see the errors in the other woman. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, Edochie has requested that the court allow him to stay in the house that he thought he could take over. You know, the house that May lives in, their family home, and the house that Edochie calls mansion, the house that Edochie wanted to bring Judy Austin to, but they failed woefully. The house that Edochie wanted to fulfill his polygamy, that house, that's what I'm talking about. Edochie failed. He really failed woefully. When I say fail, Edochie failed, and in fact, it felt like a bag of spoiled potatoes. Yeah, it felt like that, like a bag of bad spoiled apples. It felt like that. It felt, and till today is yet to regain his balance. He's broken here and there, so he's seeking for assistance, hoping, begging that the court will rule in favor, saying, please, everything will be fine. I just want to be in that house, that he needs to be in that house until he gets an accommodation that is if he won't be able to stay in there. He's looking at different options. What about dividing the house into two? He wants to stay in a part. He doesn't have money to pay for rent. This has been the job he has done in life. I mean, the work, the body of work, the proceeds from it is that house. Now, I know that May contributed more to getting what they got. She hustled, she did her own part. Edochie also hustled. So in marriage, things are seen differently. It doesn't matter. It's just like saying that because a man hustled and he's the one, he did work, he did that, and then he built this house or bought the house, and maybe when you came around as a woman, you paid a certain amount of the mortgage or something. Then all of a sudden, once there is a divorce or separation, automatically, and because the man had paid in more, that's it. No, it doesn't work like that. Unless you guys, and it depends on the law of that particular locality or that particular place. But in general, it's not possible. Things have to be divided in such a way. Unless you guys have done the prenup, agreement, you guys have, arranged what needs to be arranged. Unless that, like I said, depends. So, in the case of Edochie has a lot of things to fulfill. He needs to provide a suitable accommodation for his children. So, which is cheaper? Is it to find a place to put your kids and pay rent, your own donation to the upkeep of your kids and all of that, or allow them stay in that house? Which one do you want to do there? These are the things that the court want to know. So Edochie wants to have a space inside of that house too. He wants the house to be remodeled, and he wants a space out of it. He wants a particular portion of that house where he can go in and out. He said he can even create his own door, so that he won't have any reason to come through the same door with May, and all of that. He said that this is what he wants the court to do. That is not saying that his kids should not stay in the house, that same house, that they can as well stay there, but he just needs his own portion in that particular space, and that he has no money to rent apartment or whatever. And he's not going to say, he said himself and his skit maker need a place to stay to continue their skit making. And the courts say, Edochie, do you have mental problems?